don't lie.
That was crazy.
Dude, I was nailing it.
Is Baby Don't Lie.
I know.
Crazy.
Well, you know what? That's a good sign because if you hear a song and you can sing along to it right away, that's a great sign.
That is, it's true. And,
Yeah.
are we on the radio?
We're on right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
You guys tricked me. I just walked in and it was like we were on the radio.
But we had a warm up of like 20 minutes because we didn't know your schedule and stuff. And do you have the baby with you?
He's having a little snack in the green room. Yeah, he's
oh my gosh.
so awesome.
8 months?
He's almost 8 months.
Oh
Don't
my gosh.
make it go faster than it
I
is.
know.
He's not
I know.
8 months yet. We're still trying. He's already trying to walk.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I guess because when you have two big brothers.
Yeah, they see it. They see it.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. He's so awesome.
Yeah. Is this easier, third one now?
Well, I think he's easy, but
Yeah.
like having 3 at one time is a lot.
I don't know
and
how you're
3
doing that.
boys, it's off the
And
chart.
a husband, and you're surrounded by guys on The Voice.
I am like boy crazy.
How
A
is that
career.
possible? And all the years with No Doubt with all those
I
dudes.
know.
Testosterone heavy,
Smelly
yeah.
boys all around me at all times. I love it.
Do you want estrogen? Do you want like
I
a little?
probably need
Well, no.
some.
Jill was saying earlier. She goes.
Do you think you guys are gonna try for a girl?
Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Gosh, you know what? I think I'm good. I feel very blessed.
Pull
You
that
know,
mic right down to you if you can.
I
there,
feel
Gwen, thanks.
like honestly, this one was completely out of. I mean,
Was it really?
No,
Okay.
not even. I don't even know how it happened. It's a miracle, complete miracle, and out of nowhere. So
We can explain it to you if you want.
I know the birds and the bees, right?
So
No,
you're
but-
done. You're tapping out. You think?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Three's great though. Three's a great number.
honestly, I feel so blessed.
Yeah.
They're all amazing, but this having the new one and then having the older ones that appreciate the new one, and it's just an incredible.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I wish it wouldn't go so fast though. Like it just goes by, and they grow up so quick.
Yeah, mine's 6.5. We only have one, and it's racing by for us too.
Yeah, it's
I know.
nuts. It's nuts.
Have you picked the Halloween costumes?
We did.
What are
Yeah.
you gonna be?
You know what I did? So on the 5 freeway, if you go past the Citadel, right? We're totally in like that one Saturday Night Live skit right now.
Right.
You go
right.
past the
past the Citadel, yeah.
on the right hand side, you take an exit. Anyways, there's that big Halloween store that's there like year round. So I had this like brilliant idea. I'm like, I know it's Sunday, we don't have nothing to do. Let's take the kids there. And I went down there with everyone from like South Central LA and was there as well.
Okay,
like it was packed. This
Right.
is like 2 weeks ago, and it was incredible though. It's like this whole huge gigantic warehouse, and we went through. And we were like squeezing through people trying to pick costumes.
I
And
have so many questions about that. I mean, do you
'Cause
and
how do you
Gavin
do
get
it, right?
mobbed in a
Yeah.
you know
public
what I
setting like
did?
that?
Everybody kept asking me, and it was like homies. They're like, let's take a picture. I was like,
You can't say no.
because I was like, I got my kids. I like have one in hand, I
Right.
have 2, and like it was just me and my nanny. So
Just
it was
throw on a mask
yeah,
real quick.
and so I thought it was a
Walk
good
around the
idea.
entire store
I was
like
like,
that.
no, this is a costume. I'm wearing a Gwen Stefani costume. But then, so I said, you know what? I'll take pictures at the end when I'm leaving. And when I walked out, it was literally like 40 people. I was like, whoa, this is so crazy. My kids were like, Mom, what's happening?
Yeah, how do the kids deal with that? Because that's the life they've grown up in. That's
well,
what they know, right?
I have to say, before I walked in, we were in the car, and I was like, oh, I didn't know there's gonna be so many people here. King goes, now, Mom, if anyone asks you for a picture, you have to do it, okay? Because how would you
Really?
feel if someone came up to you and it was their favorite singer?
God, it's so good to see you.
Thank you.
You look fantastic
Thank
too.
you so much.
Last
I've
time I
been
saw
up
you
since
was-
3:45.
Have you really?
Yeah.
So have I.
It's crazy. You guys
Yeah.
are nuts. I mean,
Yeah.
I was already up doing a feed, because
Right.
I'm nursing the babies, so that's my time that I get up anyways.
Oh, so
but
you are nursing. Okay.
yeah, so I'm like I'm on turbo mom mode right
Have
here.
you nursed all the boys?
I did, yeah.
did?
It's crazy. I don't know if people know this, that I got pregnant with Kingston during my first solo tour. The first time I ever had like costume changes or anything, and it wasn't totally a surprise. And I ended up going on the tour until I was like 4.5 months pregnant, and I was so sick. Like I would cry before I went on stage because I had like 9 costume changes and I was getting bigger. Anyways, after he was 8 months, I went back on tour and did over 100 shows around the world with him. And the month that I got home, I got pregnant with Zuma.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after 8 months, we went back on tour with No Doubt, did 75 shows, and then came back, and then I didn't get pregnant again.
Yeah.
And then I just got pregnant, and I had little Apollo. But it was intense because I did nurse both the boys during the tours.
Yeah.
So I would literally be on the bus. I would get my whole hair and makeup ready. I'd go on the bus. I would nurse Kingston, put him to sleep, like rock him to sleep, and then rock out on stage, and then come back off stage, go on the bus, sleep, wake up through the night with the baby, and do it like 100 times. It was crazy.
That's so cool.
Now
was awesome.
this is a question I can ask because I'm a dad, so
Okay.
dads are allowed to ask this.
Okay.
Are you pumping it all? Is Gavin doing anything?
Are you serious?
No, but
right
I mean,
now?
I could ask. Does
No,
Gavin
is Gavin
feed?
pumping for me?
No, not pumping for you. Remember the
No.
contraption like you put on the table, the pumps?
I honestly, I have just been bringing him everywhere with me, and it's so great because it just means that every 3 hours, everything has to stop, and
That's
everyone
nice.
knows. And on The Voice, they'll be like, all the guys, it's all men like that they have their little headphone thing on, and they're like,
headsets and stuff,
okay, Gwen, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, it's time to breastfeed, and it's like in the thing, like the whole place is listening, and it's on the sheet, Gwen breastfeeds, and it's like everybody knows. But
What are you gonna do during the live shows if you have to?
that's a good question.
Commercial break.
I haven't even thought about that. I guess we'll just have to bring him out on set. And
I'll
Put up
watch.
a little something.
what is that, Hooter? I have to wear my Hooter hider. That would
A
be
Hooter hider? Is that what they call it? Well, that's
what
great.
They finally made one that
Yeah.
you can just like you peek in and
What a great term, though. Hooter hider.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
I
Are
didn't
you
make it
loving
up.
The Voice, by the way?
I honestly, I had no idea that this would be my life. Like I was just got pregnant, which I had no idea that was going to happen. And then they called me, and it was only like 4 weeks after I had the baby, and my parents were over, and we were all seeing the baby and hanging out, and I got the call. And I said, my life is so crazy. I just got this crazy call to do The Voice. And everyone's like, you got to do it. You got to do it. Because they all watched the show. And next thing I know, I want to say like 5 weeks later, I was on the show.
Did you think about it for a second? Because it's a
thought
TV show.
about
What'd
it,
you think?
And when I heard that Pharrell was doing it,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, I got to do this.
You were
This is
into it,
too
right.
crazy. If Pharrell's doing it, and it's such an interesting thing because the guy has like popped in and out of my life and in such huge
Pharrell?
moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, it's the first time I ever collaborated outside of the band was with Pharrell, and we did what's that song
Holla
called?
Back Girl.
Not Hollaback Girl.
What's
it's
that
called
song?
Hella Good. It's another
Ah,
H
okay.
song. So I was like having a brain freeze. But yeah, and that was his first time that he had worked outside of hip hop, and we had worked outside of the band, and we did that song together. And then when I did the dance records, I did Hollaback and a bunch of other stuff with him, and that was that whole time period. And it was so crazy because I hadn't really seen him, and then to watch him do the soundtracks to the Despicable Me things, because now I had the kids, and like I'm going, oh my
Yeah, you're
God, I
into that
can't
stuff.
believe you
Right.
did this. Like this is so masterful. Like I'm so proud of him, and then I have my kids coming home going, lifting my computer open, going, I want to watch the Happy video. Why am I not in this video?
Oh, no.
I'm like, well, you
Yeah.
just don't pop in people's videos,
Right.
by the way, and really mad at me about it. And I go, I used to be friends with Pharrell. Like we did a lot of stuff together, and showed him pictures on the internet, and he's like, was he your boyfriend? He's like, I was like, no. And then it ended up that like the first thing that I did after having the baby was the first time I left the house was to go on stage and do Coachella with Pharrell, and we did Hollaback, and I brought the kids. I got a bus, and we like got the bus, got the baby on there, and we
Nice.
drove out and did that. And King got to go watch in the audience because he's like a huge like fan. So it's just kind of intense to watch him go from the producer and this guy, and then have his own worldwide hit, and
Right.
it's just so intense, and do the soundtrack, and then my kids are his fan, and then it was just
Yeah.
surreal, and now we're on the show together.
Isn't it great? And my son's kind of lucky in the sense that we get to take him backstage at different events and everything. Isn't it awesome when you can give your kids something special? Like he got to meet Ed Sheeran. He's still talking about Ed Sheeran. He's going crazy for him.
It's intense because
Yeah.
it means so much to them. It's like it's
Right.
such a big deal, and I mean it's true what he said to me. Like if someone comes up, it's their moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
That's really smart,
It must
though.
be surreal for him to like. He knows. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's been around it for so long.
But at the same time, you could see some kids being jealous of somebody taking time away from mom. So
They
that's
used
really
to.
smart of him.
They used to be really. They both went through phases where they'd be like, pull
Yeah.
me away if I tried to take
Right,
a
Mom,
picture
come here, yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And now they kind of want to be in the picture. They're
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'll be in it too.
Do they have Twitters? They tweet out themselves? with you?
No, but they wish so bad. They
Yeah.
want. I want to be on YouTube. Oh
Like,
my
no,
gosh.
it's not going to happen.
Do they have any desire to do music or follow in mom and dad's footsteps?
I mean, they're so little. They just. I don't know. They want everything. They want to be like. They want to do everything.
Let's be honest, though. Take a listen here. Okay, so here's what we got, okay? I mean, this is you.
Oh my God, don't.
No, but it's all there, right?
You're
You
gonna
don't
make
like
me
the
cry.
Let's walk it down to your husband now too.
Oh my God, I love this song.
I'm so excited about a new Bush record, by the way.
Did you hear the song?
Yeah, it's a great
So
song.
good. This is a great song.
That's a
yeah.
great song. He's a great talent himself, and I love Love Remains the Same. That'll always be an anthem for me. However, there's so much talent in your family. Odds are one of these kids is sitting in front of a keyboard.
You know what? My kids are quite distracted.
Really?
They're
What,
like
iPads?
wild animals. They do not sit in front of anything. They're like on the go,
Yeah.
and 1 minute they're into this. And the funniest part was when they were getting into sports, which is I'm not super into sports, but like to watch because I'm surrounded by boys. I have no choice, right?
Testosterone, yeah.
And I'm like, you could just at the like soccer game, and then I was at the football game,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yes, go! Like all of a sudden I become like this sports
Yeah.
maniac. Like it's just they bring you into a whole different world, and I just feel so grateful for everything. Like I just want to say like for the kids and everybody that supported me all these years, when you play that medley like that, honestly, look, I'm gonna start crying.
Don't.
I'm
Oh my
still
gosh.
nursing, so I probably have weird hormones.
Hormones,
like,
that's okay. That's
like,
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
that's
really
all right.
emotional.
We love
but
that.
it's intense. Like all these people that have followed the music all these years. It's just incredible.
You are welling up. It's okay.
I'm
I'm looking right in your eyes. I can
I'm
tell.
not embarrassed.
I had no
They
doubt
shouldn't be.
It's
posters all over my
intense.
wall when I was a kid. I've
You
been there.
what?
I had no doubt posters all over
I
my
love
wall when I was
you.
younger.
You are so cute.
I love you.
I love you.
It's kind
We
of a
love each
different
other.
relationship we're talking about here, Gwen. Well, I do have to apologize. 20 minutes ago, we said we'd play your song.
Oh, okay.
And we were having so much fun talking to you, I couldn't stop you, so I do want to play the new song.
I'd love you to play
Would you like
it.
to introduce it? Tell us a
Sure.
little bit about it?
Okay, yeah, this is a song that that we did, I did with Ryan Tedder, One Republic. He's an unbelievable, talented guy. I met with him like a couple years ago to write with him, and then this is what came out of it. And and Benny Blanco produced it.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan to do an album, or is this it for now?
No, I have a bunch of songs. It's not quite finished. I'm planning to do an album. I wasn't going to. I thought I would just do as many songs as I could and see what happened, because everything right now just feels very spontaneous. And like tomorrow I could just like upload another song if I wanted to. Like I did a song with Calvin Harris. I did a bunch of stuff with Pharrell. I did and then Charlie XCX did a couple tracks, which am I supposed to spill all this now? Yep, that's fine. Okay. I'm like, but it's like.
Don't look from the back of the room. Well, it's out now. Go right ahead.
And so there's like, the thing is, like I was saying earlier, it's just being able to work with so many talented people and like kind of hustle and like rally together to make something happen kind of fast instead of like, okay, I'm going to make a record. You know what I mean? It's like. The voice thing came quick. The baby came quick. It's like, let's just make this happen. Let's just be spontaneous and see what happens next. But yeah. See,
I don't know, and I'm going to try and guard my words how I say this. I don't know if it's the kids or if it's just where you are in life. The word that's come to mind is gracious when I'm thinking of you today.
Oh,
You've always been very thankful and very gracious.
I mean, it just feels like I never feel like this is all happening. You know what I mean? Like it just feels so surreal. Like how could it be? There's no way that you guys still are letting me be on the radio. That's crazy. I mean, come on. You
know how sometimes you can be jealous of people? You're always like, oh man, I wish I had that. I don't wish I had that. I'm happy you have that.
Oh, you are gracious.
Well, no, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying I really feel that way about you today. I do.
Aw.
It's great.
I feel really, really blessed, and I just feel like I'm surprised by all the love, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Ask my mom and dad. They'd be like, let's call them. Anyways, so thank you for having me, and everybody that's listened to my music all this time. I knew last night when I was praying myself to sleep, I was like, okay, tomorrow you should just tell them. You should just tell those people you don't know that gave you this incredible life, because it is so amazing to be able to be creative. I was just literally in Orange County, didn't know what was going to happen to me. I was going to college. I was, thinking, okay, I like music, but I'm never going to make music that's going to get on the radio. Plus, my parents told me that it would never happen. Like, you know what I mean? You do it as a hobby, duh. And then next thing I know, like, let's fast forward to right now. I'm looking at you, and you have a pink shirt on, and you look all fresh. And
thank you for that.
It's crazy.
Thank you. You look fantastic yourself. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Gwen Stefani.